and why I think Google is a steal. So, going back to the financials, in 2020, Google's revenue was $182 billion. That was before they paid taxes, that was before they paid the employees, that was before they paid their bills. And their net income is, which is after all that is included, they paid the employees, they paid their taxes, they paid their bills, etc., investments. They took home $40 billion of profit. So Google in the year 2020 took home $40 billion of profit after taking care of all their expenses. If you look at 2024, so remember 180 billion revenue and 40 billion income, net income. In 2024, Google went from 180 billion of revenue to 350 billion dollars of revenue. What do we see here? We see growth. Or what about their net income? What about the profit? Because ultimately, if you bring in revenue but you don't keep any profits, you're kind of just staying afloat. They went from $40 billion in net income to $100 billion in net income. So they went from 40 to 160 billion dollars extra in a year of growth in those 4 years alone. So if you look at this graph and how much money they're making, you would say Google is only going up, as it should be. But in reality, as we saw year to date, Google's actually down in the 30 percentile. So their net income, as we can see here, is growing 35%, and their revenue is growing 13%. So we have a growing company with a stock price that is down 31%. This is where we get, hey, it doesn't make sense. People are panic selling. Their PE is actually in the 18. This company, it is actually cheap. So this is where we buy. When everybody is fearful, we want to be greedy and buy. So yeah, I hope you this little insight helps you to be greedy when others are fearful and be cautious when others are greedy, because we will go back into a bull market where everything is going up and everybody is buying all these crazy names that doesn't make sense. All right, so let's get to the other two stocks that I want